Hello, I'm Nikolas Krisma Hadi Fernandez, and through this video I will explain about the fluid mechanic or fluid dynamic experiment for senior mechanical laboratory. So this is the schematic of the experiment. There are two chambers. For the first chamber, it is a box with heater inside it. The heater will heat up the air inside the chamber 1, and if the air is heated up, then the pressure should be increases. And if the pressure from the chamber 1 is higher than chamber 2, then the air should flow through the flow meter to chamber 2. And we'll see the relation between the area for the uh, area here to the flow velocity of the air. So there are several objects here, which are the heater, the box, the flow meter that we use. For the chamber 2, it is actually just the environment. So we compare the pressure inside the box and the environment. All the objects are purchased from the online shops and shipped to my hometown because on this pandemic we cannot use the laboratory on the campus. So this is the assembly. So the first is make holes at the box. So for this one, I made 4 holes. So this is hole A, B, C, and this is hole D. I will explain each hole, each function of the holes later. So the first one is we'll insert the heater inside the box, the first chamber. So hole D will be the place to through the cord of the heater, and you can see here it is already come through, and this is also, and this is the flow meter that we use. We'll use the hole B as the place of the flow meter, and for other holes we'll close it with paraffin. For hole A here and hole C here, we close it with paraffin, and this all this assembly that we have done. This is the flow meter, this box, and the heater inside it. So for the experiment process, as I've already explained before, we'll heat up the air inside the chamber 1 and we'll see if the pressure increase and if the air will through through the flow through the flow meter and to the environment, which is chamber 2. And we'll see the relation between the area of the flow meter and the wind flow velocity. So this is the experiment. As you can see, is the flow is I try to open the area of the flow meter, and the box is actually already heated up for around 1 minute. And we can see that the ball is not moving, even the flow meter already open for around half of the area. And we already opened all of the area for the flow meter, but the ball still cannot moving. So you can see that there is no flow from the inside of the box and through the flow meter here. So we can see that the experiment actually failed here. There are several reasons why this is failed. The first is there may be leaks on the box itself that made the air inside it escape and not increasing the pressure. So the air may be escape from the leaks and not from the flow meter. That's why we cannot see the flow velocity from the flow meter. And the second one is the pressure inside the box is not changed. It's not changed much, so that there's no air that is flow through the flow meter. So the pressure inside the box is maybe not changed much, so it's still 1 atmosphere and similar to the environment, so that the air is not flowing out from the box. So that's all for this experiment. Uh, we have learned that uh, we need to have the correct sensor to do the experiment, and if we have the wrong sensor, such as this flow meter, you can see that there is no flow, maybe because the resolution of the sensor is just too high from the flow compared to the flow. And we also learn to plan the experiment by ourselves from this class. So for overall feedback for the class, I have no real feedback for the class because it's actually good, it's actually challenging, and it is fun because we need to plan the experiment by ourselves like this one, and we can see and learn that not all experiment can be used all sensor that can be used all sensor. There may be experiment that need a specific sensor that use higher resolution, etc. So that's all for this video. Thank you.